Biden agrees to meet with Putin in principle if Russia has not invaded Ukraine. And as soon as this news came at the market, you can see the price of Bitcoin started showing this relief rally. But now the question here is, how long is this relief rally going to continue? And if there is any sort of obstacle, then what could they be? I am going to show you all this in today's video, so please watch it till the end. And also guys, before I start continue with the chart, please let's try to reach at least 2,000 likes in today's video. So now starting here in a 4-hour time frame, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin using this right angle broadening wedge, when we were forming this right angle broadening wedge, we were aware the price target around this 43,000 was an extremely important line of support. So that's why we were expecting from this right angle broadening wedge a price movement in this manner to happen. I mean a retest around this 43,000, then a bounce here, continue this movement here to the upside. But the tension started building between Russia and Ukraine, and this affected the price of Bitcoin. And now we are not just only below this important line of support, but also below the support from this right angle broadening wedge, which acted as a resistance when the price was trying to re-enter it. And now if we look at this price movement, you can see the price of Bitcoin is again showing this movement towards the lower line area of this right angle broadening wedge. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do, if it wants to show any sort of impulsive movement, then we want to flip this resistance around 39,600, 39,700 into support. If we do that, then in the upcoming days, this relief rally could again continue towards this 43,000 before choosing a trend duration. Because right now, not just only if we look at this price movement through right angle broadening wedge, but also if we look at this one example here. So now let's talk about this one interesting scenario that could be unfolding here in the immediate short term for Bitcoin. If we look at this price movement here and simply add this falling trend line and another falling trend line here to the downside, because you can see very clearly guys, this upper line has been acting as a strong line of resistance for Bitcoin, and this lower line area from this descending broadening wedge is acting as a line of support, right? You can see here. So now what we want the price of Bitcoin to do, if it is going to show any sort of a continuation pattern here to the upside, or also this relief rally entering inside this right angle broadening wedge heading towards this 43,000, then we also want this resistance, the upper line area of this descending broadening wedge, to be flipped into support. And that's why for us it is very important that the price of Bitcoin, right, finds a proper support around this 39,600, 39,700. And if we do that, then this in the immediate short term could continue this relief rally at least towards this 43,000 before again choosing an actual trend duration. Because we know in a 4-hour time frame, according to this right angle broadening wedge, this central line is where we could be getting gravitated, and also from this descending broadening wedge. Because if you simply look at this price target from this descending broadening wedge, the price movement here could see a movement at least towards this 42,500. So that's why I'm keeping this 43,000 as our potential price target if the price of Bitcoin manages to find a proper support above this 39,600, 39,700 price area. And let me actually show you why this relief rally, what we are witnessing right now, could make a lot of sense and also could be in favor of bulls for the immediate short term. Because if you look at this example here, so now let's look at this price action of Bitcoin in a very simple way to find out why this relief rally actually makes a lot of sense at this current stage. Because if we look at the price movement by simply using this rising trend line, because those who have watched my video from yesterday, you know, we talked about this rising trend line because we were aware in the past Bitcoin price action, this rising trend line has acted as a strong line of support. And when the price of Bitcoin was below it, the same line acted as a resistance. And after that, we saw this another price retracement here to the downside. But now things might look a bit different, because if you look at this price movement in this manner, what can you see? First, let me name it so that it's easier for you to understand. Point X, point A, point B, and point C. So what I just did, guys, I added this Fibonacci expansion, because if you look at this different type of Fibonacci, right now our focus is going to be around this expansion example. Because if you look at the swing from XA till this B to form this AB, and a projection is plotted from A in the same direction and length of XA to form this point C. And if you look in our case right now, what we can do is simply look at the price movement that we just saw here in the expansion side. So this means the length of this C is going to be the exact length from X to A. So now if we simply take this here and project it to the downside, according to this example, you can see the price target here to the downside has been reached. So that's why now this relief rally could actually make sense. And if I would add this Fibonacci here, just to show you guys, where did the price of Bitcoin found support? At this 1.618 Fibonacci line. And you can see exactly after reaching this point C, this was also the support from this 1.618 Fibonacci line. And now we are seeing this bounce in price action of Bitcoin. So that's why if this relief rally want to continue, then we have to flip this resistance, which is sitting around 39,600, 39,700 into support. Because if we do that, then this trend here could continue this relief rally at least towards this 42,000 to 43,000 in a upcoming days. So that's why for us it's very, very important that we regain the support above this 39,600, 39,700 price area. And now beside this here in a smaller time frame, what could be also seen in a bigger time frame? Let me show you that here. So now if you look at this price action of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame using this log scale, a very, very interesting scenario is being flashed here. But before I talk about that, I just want to make sure that everyone watching this video right now has already destroyed that like button. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, you have already hit that subscribe button and the bell. So now if you look at this here in a weekly time frame and monitor the each and every marker phase, markdown phase that we had here in price action of Bitcoin. So for that, what I'm actually going to do, I am going to take this parabolic curve scenario and add it here. This parabolic curve what we had from 2012 2013, another one from this low till the high, and add another parabolic scenario from this low till this high. You can see there is one similarities. What I mean by that, with each and every parabolic curve type of movement what we saw here in price action of Bitcoin, we had a blow off top type of movement and then only started this downward rally. Here parabolic curve scenario, blow off top movement, only after that we started this actual downward price movement. But in our case, if you look at this properly, we are completely lacking this blow off top type of scenario. But one thing is definitely considered as a weakness, and that is losing the support from this parabolic curve. Because if you look at this in the past Bitcoin price action, it was a strong line of support. As soon as the price broke out of this parabolic curve, we started this downward price movement in which we formed this descending channel, because the price was trapped for a long time inside the descending channel. And as soon as the price broke out of the descending channel, we started a new parabolic phase which happened here in 2016 2017. Again, blow off top, right? Price failed to find support at this curve line. After that, we started this movement again, which was very similar to the previous one, where the price of Bitcoin found support first at this trend line, and as soon as we failed this curve line, we started this descending channel price movement. And when the price again broke out of this descending channel, you can see after that we started forming another bigger parabolic scenario. So now in our case, if you look at this price action and use this descending channel scenario, I'm not saying that it has to happen, right? Please be careful. I'm just showing you what has happened here in past price action. Because if you look at this breakout, or before starting this new trend, price first broke out of this descending channel, and right now we could be also trapped inside this descending channel. I'm not trying to say that the price has to see another longer term movement here in this manner, heading towards this 10,000, 50,000 before again starting this new price movement. No, because here we had this blow off top type of scenario. Here as well we had this blow off top type of scenario, but in our case the blow off top scenario is lacking. So that's why maybe this downward rally may not last longer like this one here or this one here. So that's why our lower line could end maybe around 30,000, and then we start again this new rally here to the upside, because right now lots of things are happening which is actually affecting the price of Bitcoin at this current state. So that's why this one scenario should also be monitored very, very closely, which is indicating the price of Bitcoin could be trapped between this descending channel. So these are some of the interesting scenario I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed the work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.